Hey guys, so I kind of had an interesting idea this morning for a video, and it was to go through some of my recent comments and just kind of comment on them and maybe answer questions if you guys have any. And what really particularly spurred me to do this is a comment that I got from, I have my computer down here, that's why I'm looking down. Maybe I should move it. Okay, we're moving Mr. Computer. Okay, so this is from Micah Faline. And this comment really touched my heart and it spurred me to do this video this morning. And disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor and I'm not trying to give medical advice. I am just giving my advice on how to get healthy. So yeah, disclaimer. Hey Vic, I've been going through so many struggles lately and I just don't know what to do anymore. After a bad case of botulism, everything went downhill. Right now I'm trying to get through clinical chest issues, sinus infection, post-viral IBS, and tooth decay. I also have a protein and iron deficiency and I just don't know how to cure these on a vegan diet. I tried eating meat again, but that made my post-viral IBS even worse. I have faint spells all the time where I just drop to the floor. I can't tell if that's from the anemia, post-viral IBS, or a sinus infection. Maybe all three. I'm 17 and it gets in the way of my schooling and everything else. I've lost so much weight to the point where I look anorexic and so much hair loss. I'm so depressed, anxious, and confused. I'm afraid of food. I try to eat so many grapes and lots of fruit throughout the day, but then it hurts my teeth and makes me dizzy. I feel like I just can't be cured. I keep trying to tell myself it's not from the vegan diet, it's from the poisoning and ignorance from jumping right into it without more research. Oh, but also, Vic, your videos help me to stay positive through all of this. Thank you so much. You're a blessing and very inspiring. Well, thank you very much. Okay, this comment really touched my heart because anyone going through that amount of pain and discomfort and just ill health makes me want to help you so much. So this is just my opinion. Now, first of all, I want to say before I go into anything is that you need to contact Dr. Robert Morse's clinic because I feel like you have a pretty strong case. And being 17 makes it all the worse because if you have studied Dr. Morse for any length of time or if you have studied my videos even, I mention this a lot. The younger you are right now in 2016, the less strong you are going to be genetically and the less strong, especially your endocrine system, is going to be. So it's no longer if you have kidney and adrenal weakness, it's how much do you have? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would recommend over anything right now is to call the Dr. Morse clinic and get more than just my opinion. Get these professionals' help, you know? So I've studied this a lot, but I'm not a professional. I'm not pretending to be, okay? But I can give you my opinion. You can take it, do what you want with it. So before I go into anything, no matter what you have, you had a case of botulism, you have post-viral IBS, anemia, sinus infection, no matter what labels we want to put on whatever you have, on what system in the body is this all stemming from? Yes, you guys got it right. It's the lymphatic system. And it is clear to me that you are extremely acidic. When fruit hurts your teeth, that shows the acidity in your mouth, okay? So I would suggest really getting to the root cause of your problems. It sounds like you're trying to with the vegan diet and eating the fruit, but it sounds like you're also living in a lot of fear. And I understand when you are having medical problems, fear is like this big cloud that sits right here, you know? But you have to learn to get past that because you have found the key, which is detoxification. You found my videos, you found Dr. Morse, hopefully, you have found veganism. So you're definitely on the right track here because going to the medical doctor, getting prescription drugs for any of this, that's not going to help anything in my opinion. So you have to address your lymphatic system, which is gigantic. And if your kidneys aren't filtering, which I can guarantee you they're not, pee in a jar, find out, see if there's sediment and mucus strands and stuff like that. But you've got to get your lymphatic system moving. Now, you also have to address the acidity in the body. So I would suggest green juices. Green juices are like the most alkalizing thing you can eat. And while you're dealing with this, while you're getting to the root cause of the problem, I should say, I would really suggest knocking back like 32 ounces of green juice, maybe every 6 hours, you know, and just really alkalize the fluids in the tissues, especially in the mouth. Switching with baking soda would be good to alkalize the saliva in the mouth. But again, that's kind of covering up symptoms. That's not really going to the root cause of the problem. So until you fix your kidneys and your adrenal glands, and until you start clearing out the sewage in the lymphatic system, it's not ever going to get any better. So in terms of the protein and iron deficiency, and you're losing weight and you've lost hair, you got to go to the GI tract. You're obviously malabsorbed. You need to clean out the mucoid plaque, the disgustingness that can collect inside of our GI tract. But not only that, it's more than just clearing it out. Also, enemas and colonics might be good for you. It's more than just clearing it out, though. It's strengthening the bowel wall. So it's pretty easy to just eat some raw foods and clean out the inner part of the colon, but we have to fix the acidity and the just weakness in the actual bowel wall. We want a really strong, clean, tight, toned, baby pink GI tract. And if you don't have that, you're going to have all of these maladies. And you guys watching, you might have headaches and acne and all of this stuff that all stems from a disgustingly weak and dirty, just toxic, acidic GI tract. So that's what I would suggest. Call the Dr. Morse Clinic, get their opinion, and just really start going towards detoxifying your massive lymphatic system and getting the kidneys filtering, also getting the adrenals up. You say that you're dizzy, you might have some cerebellum issues too. Just really get on this. And it sounds like you're trying, and that's really awesome. So I wish you the best of luck, Micah. And yeah, thank you so much for commenting to me. I hope that my comment helped you a little bit. Now I'm going to scroll through more. Lubna Perdida, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She said, very informative, and I love your videos. Thank you so much. Mia Paul said, should you keep the tahini in the fridge? I heard it's better not to. I've never heard that. I've always kept my tahini in the fridge, but that's kind of intrigues me to want to research that more. Maybe it is better to leave it out. I don't know. Tracy H said, I can confirm that the nightshades, I was talking about this in my recent video of my raw food class. Someone in the audience asked if nightshade plants were an issue, and so Tracy H said, I can confirm that nightshades can definitely cause severe problems. I love tomatoes and peppers, but they cause me massive pain and inflammation. I hate it, but I hope to someday heal myself to where I can eat them again. Also, have you ever used jicama in place of cabbage for the slaw? I love it. I enjoyed the class. Well, thank you for commenting. I think that whenever we have any allergy to foods, I think that all stems from the lymphatic system. So once we clear it enough, and it could take years and years and years and years to do this, and then we won't have any issues. So maybe someday I'll be able to eat peanuts. I don't know that I would want to, because peanuts really aren't that healthy. And maybe someday you can eat nightshade plants. And in terms of the jicama, that sounds so good in place of cabbage. So thanks for that idea. I should try that. Deborah Brickus said, Dr. Morse just mentioned your book today. I'm so excited for you. I know, isn't that so cool? I believe it's in question and answer 362. He mentioned my book and all of that, so that's really cool. And then I got a lot of comments on the can vegans date non-vegans. Some people saw it my way, some people didn't, and that's totally cool. We all have our own opinion, and for the people that, if you're vegan and you don't think you can date a non-vegan, then that's totally fine, because I do get it that when you're not on the same wavelength in that area, it can be really hard. But I'm someone that I don't want to be single my whole life just because I am opposed to dating non-vegans. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to figure out what you want in your life. Ingrida, I can't even say the last name, Ingrida B, we'll just say, that painting of Jesus is done by Akian Kramarik. She's Lithuanian and American living in the USA, and I believe she's vegan too. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that painting of Jesus that I always talk about. Apparently that was done by her, so that's really cool. Thank you for letting me know that. And here's a comment on the vegan video, can vegans date non-vegans? Brandon Barrow said, I'd rather be single than compromise everything I stand for to be romantic with someone who cuss word there, all my passion mindlessly. And I get it. I do. So you gotta kind of figure out what you want and then do whatever works for you. Words of Wisdom by Raw Intuition. Thank you. Raw Intuition, you always comment on my videos and you're always so sweet, so I really appreciate that. Here we go. Yeah, there's just a lot of comments, but I want to do these videos periodically because I think they're cool. I really appreciate your comments and I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate them. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my website, Victoria Raw Vegan, for a lot of cool things, and I'll check you guys later. Bye!